Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. I need to turn this down before it copyrights me. I am currently listening to Old School Disney Channel because they have literally all just started reuniting. Like they've all just, it's 20 years since like Hannah Montana started. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, 20 years. Demi Lovato came out on stage with the Jonas Brothers yesterday. Jesse McCartney came out on stage with the Jonas Brothers yesterday. Hannah Montana is making a comeback. Like, honestly, guys, I can't even explain to you how happy this makes me. Like, I feel like 2025 has peaked. I feel like 2025 has peaked. I literally spent my cardio today on TikTok just watching all the videos of like Demi Lovato and the Jonas Brothers singing the Camp Rock songs at their concert. And honestly, it actually made me cry. Like, I know that may sound mad, but you know when it just takes you back to like literally being like 9-10 years old, like all the Hannah Montana ones, like that was literally what I grew up with. To think that now, like I'm nearly 30 and she's making a comeback, what the fuck, honestly, madness. But it makes my heart so happy. But anyway, welcome back to a brand new vlog. This week is going to be a bit of a weekly vlog, so just a little bit of everything. Not sure what I've got planned, but obviously I shall bring you along with me. But guys, I had the most productive weekend of my entire life. Like, when I tell you, not a square inch of this house has not been cleaned, not a square inch of my car has not been cleaned. There's still a couple of things left to do, but honestly I smashed through my to-do list. Like, when I tell you I did a full-on deep clean reset, I mean, like, I stripped all the cushion covers off the sofa, washed all the cushion covers, I got the spot cleaner out, like washed them down and like cleaned the sofas with them. I did all the bedding, all the towels, all the washing, like all the dog's blankets, literally cleaned every single square inch of the house, cleaned the cars inside and out, like just had a full-on like reset, full-on sort. And yeah, it's bloody wonderful. It really is. I'm so glad it's done. But yeah, today is Monday, so it's just been a day of check-ins. So I did my check-ins this morning, went to the gym, did lower, did some cardio, and now I'm just cracking on with work. It's currently 4:30. I've pretty much done everything I need to do, to be fair. I've just got a few little like bits left to do. But yeah, welcome to the vlog. Let's have a fabulous week. Hey guys, it is now Tuesday and I am cooking up a storm and it's absolutely boiling. It's been like 30 odd degrees today and it's actually disgusting. But I am making Nando's chicken and halloumi potatoes. Stunning. Get some air. It's so warm. Isn't it, baby? It's so hot. Got some YouTube on, cooking up a storm. I'll show you once it's done. Oh my god, how gorgeous. So this is literally chicken, Nando seasoning, Nando sauce, peppers, onions, Philadelphia, but I fear that I've put too much Nando sauce in and it's a bit spicy. And then we've also got halloumi in, whoa, chili jam and cubed potatoes right here. So I really need them to crisp up. Now Wednesday morning and we are out on a dog walk. I have had a couple of client calls this morning. They started early, so we'll just start getting our steps in. And do you know what, I hate to be that person, but I'm actually so glad that the sun isn't beaming this morning because it's just been horrendous. Like, when you go on holiday, it's obviously really nice, do you know what I mean? You've got the pool, you've got everything. But when you're in the UK and it's muggy and it's like 30 odd degrees and the dogs are boiling and you can't literally do anything, there's no breeze, it's literally like stifling hot, the house is boiling, it's just not a vibe. It's just not a vibe. So I hate to be a Debbie Downer, but I'm glad that it's a little bit cooler this morning. I think it's meant to get hotter towards, what we now, Wednesday. It's meant to be okay tomorrow and then it's meant to be hot for like a whole week, as in like 29 degrees. But it's annoying because I was planning on doing a run today and then when I saw the weather I was like, oh, I'll move it to the end of the week. And now today is obviously a little bit overcast, which would be the perfect day for a run, but I haven't got time to have a run and shower because I've because I'm meeting one of my clients later. So yeah, that is pretty much that. That Nando's halloumi chicken stuff last night was absolutely gorgeous. It was stunning. I didn't sleep properly yesterday, so I'm feeling a little bit tired today, but nothing that a couple of coffees won't be able to fix. And yeah, I've got some content to do today, and then what else? And that's pretty much, yeah, I've got some content to do, meeting one of my clients. I've had a couple of client catch-up calls, so it should be a nice little day, which I'm looking forward to. And then yeah, tomorrow I'm going to meet one of the girls, me and the dogs. I'll go in to meet her down the beach, and we're going to go for a nice walk. Friday, not sure what we're doing, obviously just working as normal. And then I think we're going to my mum's, and we're going to try and go see the sunflowers on the weekend, maybe go strawberry picking. It's meant to be like 30 degrees, so hopefully we can get out early so we can take the dogs. But yeah, it is looking like a stunning little week and a stunning little weekend as well, which is exciting. But me being me, missed my business 3-year anniversary 2 weeks ago. So at the end of July, the 20-something, it was 3 years of Empowered, which is my coaching business, fitness coaching business, which is absolutely insane. And I was thinking about it yesterday, and I was like, oh my god, I've missed it. And then I put up a story. I found the original post where I like announced it all, and it's just mad. Like, in a way it feels like it's been forever, but in a way I'm like, oh my god, how has it been 3 years? But honestly, I had so many like mixed emotions with it. I put up a couple of stories basically saying like, it's weird. I'm trying to be more like me on my stories. I'm trying to be more open, more honest, because something that I kind of spoke about on there was, when running a business, it's really hard because there is no rule book. There's like, obviously there's things that you're meant to do, there's things that are maybe not as, not as good, but I have invested tens of thousands into mentorships, coaches, mindset coaching, all of that, and everything has taught me something. But majority of the stuff that I was in was literally just, or not majority, majority of the mentorships that I was in, especially kind of business mentorships, were very male driven. They were very, this is what you need to do, cold hard selling, like a client's just a number, blah 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 blah. And obviously when you're first starting out, like, you just take that on board, but you just listen to that because you're like, well, these people know what they're doing, this is their business, their business is getting people building successful businesses. And it's weird because I grew a business that I didn't enjoy because of that, which just sounds mad, but again, there's no rule book. So when you're doing all these things, you're like, well, this is just what I have to do. But yeah, I feel like, so I said last year, I nearly gave it all up. Because I got to a point where I'd just grown a business that I didn't like. I loved my clients and I loved all of that, but I was just trying to do everything and trying to kind of like be the 6 a.m. girl, also trying to be the girl that trains really hard but also works all the hours under the sun, and kind of confused working harder with, just like complete burnout, and was like kind of felt like I had to be on my laptop all day every day, or there was no escape. Like, I would literally take my laptop on holiday, like, because if you work online, like, because you can work anywhere, like, you should, that sort of thing. And yeah, it made me grow a business that I didn't like, and I feel like I had grown so much as a person, and I was almost like scared to share that and scared to kind of like change direction with my business, because my business was very, very much fitness, which is absolutely fine because I was very much fitness, and I was training like 5-6 times a week, like I was tracking, like I was in probably the best shape I've ever been in, and it was all fabulous. But yeah, it was until it wasn't. And yeah, it's weird because then I just decided, because I kind of spoke about it, and I was like, I literally hit a point last year and I was like, I don't want to do this. And that was the same point in which I kind of went, right, fuck this, something needs to change. I can't carry on doing what I'm doing in the way that I'm doing it. So I kind of shifted business a little bit, went into, yes, fitness, but also more kind of like lifestyle and mindset. and yeah, just made it more like aligned with me. And it's not been easy, but I feel like it's just given me that balance back. Like, I've got my life back, I'm enjoying life, I'm the happiest that I've ever been. And yeah, I think the biggest thing that I came to realise was not so much that I'd grown a business that I didn't like, but it was all like I was the only one that was in control of like changing it. So, you know, I was listening to people who were like, you need to apply to clients really quickly, you need to always be there, you need to do this, you need to do this. And it literally just led me to like become my business sort of thing, when actually they're two completely separate things. So yeah, so I basically posted that on my stories yesterday because I was just kind of reflecting a little bit, and I was like, it's actually quite mad. The journey that I think like I've been on in the last 3 years is mad, and I feel like obviously I've changed a lot as a person, and my business obviously has now, you know, shifted a little bit. It's, you know, fitness is still very much a part of kind of what I do, but you know, I'm very much also a big advocate of, I don't care if you lose 10 kg, if you can't keep it off and enjoy your life and live your life and maintain it, then what is the point? And that is kind of what a big focus of mine is now, and also like the mindset blocks behind things, and, you know, like building habits and building routines, not just kind of following a program for like 8 weeks and, you know, getting results, because results without maintenance is just, it doesn't really matter. So yes, I think it was a good reflection on kind of like everything that I've learned in terms of not kind of putting myself into a box, not just listening to everyone else and just kind of, you know, taking on everyone else's advice and trying to do a million different things, even when they're really conflicting. And basically just, I need to make my business work for me. And I always preach to my clients about making, you know, their fat loss and their lifestyle work for them. And I essentially wasn't doing the same for my business. So yeah, it was weird, because I was reflecting and I was like, I am probably the happiest I've ever been, like personally, and I do feel so much like lighter now. I've shifted business a little bit, but obviously the main struggle that comes with that then is, there is obviously that part of me that is not, yeah, I suppose I was nervous. Like, I feel like since I've made that shift, the biggest kind of thing has been for me like, okay, but now what do I share, and how do I share it? And I think last night, like, I was talking to another coach who's recently kind of transitioned her business, and I was watching her post, and I was like, I am almost like waiting for something to happen that makes me like, yes, this is what I want to share. And actually, I just need to share my life. There are going to be people, yes, that don't think I should do that, but there's going to be people that think I do. There's going to be people that think I should just, you know, be kind of like sell, but and ultimately, like, there's going to be everyone who has an opinion on something, and everyone has an argument for something, and the more that I get caught up in that, the less that I am being authentic to myself. So Maisie, come on. So yeah, so that is a little bit of a shift that I'm making, because like I said, I kind of shifted the business, but then I was a little bit like still stuck on kind of like what to post. Like, I still wanted to post fitness stuff, you know, obviously because it's a big part of my business, but then I also wanted to kind of share more about what I do, but it's really hard to put into words. But obviously that isn't gonna that's gonna help no one. So yeah, this has been like one big ramble, but yeah, it made me think last week, because I was on a client call and she was like, I can't explain what you do. She said, I literally can't put it into words. She said, like, yes, you've helped me lose fat, but it's so much more than that. She was like, yes, you coach me. She was like, but it's so much more than that. Like, you've changed my whole life. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, it's crazy, because I actually can't, yeah, it's quite hard to like articulate. So I suppose this is me being held accountable to saying that I took the first step of building a business that I felt more aligned with, because I have changed over the years, and now so has my business. And I suppose the next step to that now is just fully embracing that and fully going into that, you know, in terms of like sharing the highs, the lows, and just sharing more about me as well. I think I was definitely nervous to share more about kind of like my life, because I was like, I don't want it to be like personal diary, but then also that's what people connect with. And then I don't want it to be, you know, I think I definitely felt nervous about sharing more about my life, because it's very different to what it was when I first started, and I was very regimented and very structured, and now I'm not. Like, I'm a lot more flexible. I don't train as much. You know, I train 4 times a week instead of 6 times a week. But I also think that that's what kind of
aligns with people more now. So yeah, this is just me holding myself accountable, saying I'm fully embracing stepping in to this new chapter fully, and I'm excited for it. I'm very excited for it. And yeah, this has been one big massive ramble, but hopefully it's resonated with you slightly. So yeah, we're just gonna finish our walk and then I'm going home to do some content before I do some filming, head to the gym, go meet my client, and yeah, have a lovely little day. I literally cannot see you, I'm driving, so I hope that I'm in frame. But it is now Thursday. I didn't end up going to meet my client for coffee yesterday because she mixed up her times, so we didn't go, so we've rearranged to next week. So I don't really think I did that much. I literally just had a nice productive day of work, got some bits done, went to the gym, did full body and cardio, and yeah, that was pretty much it, to be fair. And then obviously just our normal little routine, and it is now Thursday, like I said, it's 11:20 and I am off to meet one of my friends down the beach. So we've got it's about a 40-minute drive, so we've got another 34 minutes to drive. Got the girls in the back, we are all going down. It's just started raining, which is not ideal, but what can you do? I definitely should have put an umbrella in or something. But yeah, we are off down the beach, hopefully down the beach anyway. If not, we're going for a nice little walk and a nice coffee. The girls are with me, and then yeah, this afternoon will just be work. It's a rest day today, which I am very grateful for because my body is aching. I've done 3 days in a row now, so I did legs and cardio on Monday, I did upper Tuesday, and I did full body and cardio yesterday, and then my plan is to go for a run tomorrow. But I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but I moved my sessions around because these couple of days were meant to be really hot. We're meant to have a heat wave, so I thought I'll move my run to Friday. And as it's happened, these days haven't been hot, and now Friday's meant to be like 29 degrees. So I'm going to check the weather in the morning, and I may have to get up early and do it. But yeah, that is the vibe for now. So we're just going to drive down. Hopefully it won't be too busy because I know that it is obviously school holidays. And yeah, it feels weird going out in the middle of the day. Like normally to be fair, like I'll get my nails done in the middle of the day, like I'll, you know, go to the gym in the middle of the day, and I suppose that's the perks of being self-employed, is that you can do those things. Obviously it just means I've had like client calls this morning, so I got all my calls in early so that later on I can just kind of like do some admin bits and just do whatever I need to do. But yeah, it feels so weird. Like normally I try and do like things like this on like a Friday, so I'll almost take like a half day if I need to, but obviously it's Thursday, so yeah, it just feels weird. But the pros of being self-employed, I suppose, there's got to be a few, because it's not easy. Being self-employed is not easy. But yes, I shall have a little catch up with you later. Our dunelm parcel has just come, so we can unbox that together because I've got some stunning bits to show you. Should we go for a little walk in a minute, Roro? Hey. I'm going to unbox my dunelm order. Right then. Oh, cute. I literally only ordered that to get the delivery up. This is Rosie's new food mat. How bloody cute. Wait until you see this.
their new toy box. Oh my god, I'm obsessed. I saw this one on TikTok and I knew I had to get it, and oh my god, I love it. Wow. This is our new double compartment laundry basket. I love it. It's actually bigger than I thought it was going to be. Oh my god. How cute. I got double one so I could wash, put our gym clothes and our normal clothes separate. How stun. Very adult of me. But oh my god, I love it. And yeah, that is my little haul. I shall show you what they look like in their positions. Happy Friday. It is now Friday. It is about, I think it's about 9:30. And I am just cracking on with some work. I've literally just come to stand here because the lighting is so much better. But yeah, I have been for a run this morning. I did a 4K and it was actually really, really good. It was so nice to just get moving again. I did it to try and kind of beat the heat because obviously it's meant to get to like 29 degrees today and that would not be a vibe. My knee, I did feel it for the first like K, so I was like, okay, I'll go to like 1.5 and then potentially turn around, and then I was like, oh, I'll just go to 2 and then turn around, and obviously yeah, did 4. But yeah, it's so nice to have it done and dusted and ticked off. And then yeah, I'm gonna literally do some work now, so I'm just catching up with my clients, doing their form checks, etc. And then we're going to take the dogs out again before it gets too hot, and it is going to be the most productive morning ever. But yes, I wanted to quickly show you the dunelm stuff that I put together, or that I got yesterday. So this is the pillow, which is very, very cute. I love her, especially for autumn. We're not bringing the autumn vibes yet, don't get me wrong, but we needed to put more stuff in to get the free delivery. Then we've got the dog's toy basket, which I am honestly obsessed with, like absolutely obsessed, because we had that other one, but the toys, obviously, like it didn't have a lid or anything, so sometimes it just looked a little bit like scruffy, so I feel like this just looks so much neater, and it just goes. And then I don't think Rosie hasn't eaten at breakfast, so we'll move that out of the way. I got this little mat, which is for Rosie's food, obviously, which is so, so cute. So this is her bowl currently. She's got this little one with hearts on it. And when I went to my friend's hen party the other day, we did pottery painting, and I painted a dog bowl. And I can't actually remember. I think it was like checkered, if I remember. Oh, my knee's really hurting. I think it was like checkered, light pink, like a very light pink, like peachy pink, and then another like light pink as well. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. So she dropped that off at my mum's this week, so I'm gonna obviously get that today when I go down. So then Rosie's gonna have her 2 little bowls as well. And then this is our laundry basket. How cute. So it's got like Velcro. I love the fact it's got a little lid. I love the fact that it separates 2 sides, so we've basically got gym stuff in one side, normal clothes in another, because I am going to start washing them separately, just to make sure that I can kind of use what each things need, because sometimes I find that just doing like a 30-degree wash doesn't actually wash gym clothes properly. So, but I did buy, this is a very adult conversation, but I did buy scent boosters the other day, because obviously we use all the normal stuff, and then I use like fabric conditioner and all that jazz, and then someone was like, oh, you need to use like disinfectant for gym clothes, but obviously that means then that sometimes my normal clothes aren't getting the fabric conditioner, so that's why I'm splitting them up. But yeah, I did buy scent boosters last week, and they honestly love them. Didn't we, baby? We loved them. Yes. Oh, They were so tired after their walk yesterday. They were absolutely shattered little beans, weren't you, babies? You were tired little girlies yesterday, weren't you? Because you walked 7k. We did like 12,500 steps in one walk, didn't we? And it was a hot day. It was a hot day. Wasn't it, baby girl? Oh. It was a very hot day yesterday. It wasn't meant to be hot, as in like I didn't know it was going to be that hot, so I was not prepared. So I had flip-flops on, so obviously did like 7k in flip-flops, and my feet, I struggled to walk yesterday. I have got blisters. I wouldn't tell you where I got blisters, but I got blisters everywhere, and it's a bit gross. But yeah, that is pretty much that. So I'm going to, once Dave gets back now, we're going to take the dogs out, and then I'm going to have a shower, refresh this, and yeah, crack on with some work. It's actually going to be so weird, like just having everything ticked off by like the beginning of the day, so I haven't got to kind of go out at like lunchtime to do like gym or anything. But yeah, I'm excited. I haven't actually got loads to do today, so it's going to be quite nice to just kind of do what I need to do, and then just do like, you know, chill stuff like without any like timing to it, and just like have a little plan, have a little brainstorm. So yeah, I am excited. And then, yeah, we go into my mum's this afternoon then, because we've got a weekend at home. So I think we're going to try and go see the sunflowers. I think we're going to try and go strawberry picking. I've got a wedding party tomorrow. And yeah, it's going to be like a nice combination of like busy but chilled, which I'm very much looking forward to, when it's meant to be stunning weather. It's meant to be like 29 degrees. So yeah, I shall end this vlog here. Actually, quickly, I am really trying to not put my hair up at the minute. I'm trying not to like slick it back, because I feel like my hairline is actually moving, and it's not a vibe at all. So I am going to get some hair oil, I think, like the hair syrup oil. But if anyone else has any recommendations or things that I can do with my hair that don't involve like pulling it back, because obviously I've tied it back now because I went on a run this morning. It was in like a loose plait, but obviously it got really, really sweaty. So I've literally, it's not like tight or anything, it's quite loose, so it's not pulling on the hair. But yeah, if anyone's got any like hairstyle ideas or hair regrowth ideas, please let me know. But yes, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're doing fabulously, and I shall see you in the next video. And I know this sounds really cringe and I feel like such an ick saying it, but if you have enjoyed, if you could like and subscribe, it would mean the absolute world, because of course I want to grow one here, and I want to grow a nice community, and yeah, share my videos. So if you do, thank you in advance. It's very much appreciated. I shall see you soon.